just because fuck it. So we're live. Welcome back to Critical Fail. This is episode number 4. And yeah, just right off the gate, I do want to mention the Jeff art submissions, 3 more weeks, so get on it. Whatever your interpretation of Jeff is, and whatever your skill level of drawing is, you know, feel free to submit something. Yeah. So with us, as always, is Drew.
Hi.
And Zach. And our DM, Derek.
Hey, I picked 1998 for the GameFAQs Best Year in Gaming. I mean, they got Spyro and Pokemon and Half-Life.
But Halo was in 2001. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I got
Ocarina of Time was 1998. Like, it was a toss-up, man.
I'm not even a Zelda fan, and I picked it. I'm
pretty sure Derek has no idea that we're live right now. Just for the record.
No, I'm totally.
Okay.
I think saying hi at the beginning of the episode is boring because I'm just like, yeah, content, yeah.
Well, it is content. We're saying hi.
Hi.
There you go. Well, without any further ado, where did we leave off?
You were fleeing for your lives up a hill. The sheriff is in tow after you diplomatically talked down a sheep off the shelf and convinced him that his newfound bloodthirsty ways were not his own. And so you're fleeing up the hill as people behind you are panically running through the streets. And everything is up the road. So you're following up the road, and the sheriff tells you that up ahead is going to be the temple at the very top of the road. That's where we're heading. Go. We'll pick up with Ozzy. You're usually the party leader. What are you doing?
Following the sheriff on up the hill.
Okay. You guys are going to follow him?
Yeah, how close behind are the sheep following us right now?
It's not just the sheep, it's also the rabble of, like, the crowd of people. You gotta imagine it was a town that was fully engaged as being a town, and then all of a sudden the panic has spread, and panic spreads faster than people running. Because, you know, you hear screams, you move around, it gets all muddled up. So it's really kind of encompassed around you, but the closest sheep that you see is still quite down the road from you. So you don't feel you're in immediate danger.
Cool. We'll continue on.
Okay. You can fast travel to the temple. In front of you is a really large iron gate that's going to close behind you, locking all the panicking civilians that are trying to approach behind. It's lined with paladins in huge armor, and you've stepped into this stone pathway area, or foyer, like a courtyard, and you're in the shadow of the huge temple at the very top of the hill. There's paladins everywhere kind of running around, and in the distance you hear a bell ringing from the front gate. So it's a signal of some kind. And the sheriff lets out a sigh and says, "Good," and puts the sheep down. And the sheep just stays put.
All right. I can't remember what I named him, but he's a good sheep.
Good sheep.
Good sheep.
George. It was George.
George is a good sheep. He knows what's up.
Approaching you from the temple is a resplendently dressed woman with 2 paladins on either side of her, so she's boxed in, and they're walking straight towards you. You can hear her cussing really loudly. She's not having a good day. And she's approaching your group and says, "You there!" That's all she says.
I think he's talking to you, Ozzy.
Well, do we have a problem here?
No. Can I hire? Do you work for money?
On occasion.
Yes.
How much money?
Well, money, but also, old things. Old things are good. Do you like magic things? We have magic
on
things.
On occasion.
What kind of magic things?
Well, that depends on the things that we need to have you do for this, the saving thing. The town. Do you want to save the town?
For money and magic things? Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Excellent. I received a letter days ago about this. But it happened before we had a chance to prepare. But we're kind of prepared. I heard this was happening. So, it's bad. It's bad? It's bad. And, we need your help.
I think this chick is crazy.
Clearly. All right, what can we do?
Yeah. Since the people aren't the people and sheep, are they just sheep?
They're sheeple
Sheeple.
Sheeple.
and goatsel.
And Ramel. God damn it.
Okay, we don't want our people to die. So we're gonna catch them. That's the plan. We need you to get into the aqueduct. Not the underground one, but the big bridge one that leads over to the mill that pumps water into the town. That's the safest way out. We'll have you follow that to get out of town and go to the lake outside of the walls. That's where the fisherman lives. The fisherman has been making nets, and he's loaded them into a wagon. He'll be waiting for you there. Bring the nets to the front gate, where all the rest of the guards are, and then the guards are gonna go catch the people.
Sounds doable.
Sounds pretty
Is there
easy.
another way out of here besides the front gate?
No. You've got to go through the front gate, down the road to get to the aqueduct access.
Sounds less doable, but still doable.
Good. That's the easy part. Once you get to the front gate, it should be nightfall. And that's good, because you are a tiefling, and you are an elf, and you smell like liquor. And at nighttime, you'll be able to navigate the city easily. And that's good, because I need you to go inside of it and get to the apothecary. Because she is supposed to be here, but in the case of an emergency, would lock herself inside. And since she's not here, she's inside. So I need you to bring her this. And she just holds a bag out in front of her. It's like a
All right.
burlap sack.
I'll take it.
Okay, cool. It's heavy. And something round is inside of it. You bring her that, and then you and us are square. I'll pay you in advance. I'll pay you right now.
All right, I like this deal.
Excellent. I hope you don't take it personally, but if you fail, we're just going to take all the stuff back. Because you'll be a sheep. And it won't matter.
I
It's
understand.
gonna be pretty hard to care if we're sheep, so.
We will try to heal you if you don't eat each other or get eaten on the way there. Also, we know why this is happening. If you come across any strange people that turn into monsters, you can either try to kill them or run for your lives.
All right. Yeah, I like option B, especially considering we've already encountered that one.
Oh, one of them?
I hope there's only one of them.
Oh. No.
Joy.
Yeah, no. I can pay you in advance. She starts pulling rings off of her hand, and she hands 3 rings out in front of her.
All right, I'll scoop them up and toss one to each of my associates.
Excellent.
Are
They all will magically adjust to fit you. These are rings of protection. They will, meta, stat-wise, they're going to give you +1 to AC and +1 to saving throws.
Awesome.
And you get to keep them. They're yours.
I will put mine on.
How much does it weigh? Sorry.
0.05.
I'm just gonna put 0.
Good call. Okay.
And saving
Um,
throws.
And you guys wanted money? Is money a thing that you want? Or do you want more magic items when you come back?
I'll wait for the magic items. I don't really have a need
Yeah.
for money.
Right now, I'm more concerned about getting back.
As well, you should be. It's very dangerous outside. Good luck.
Thanks.
Sheriff, you get them to the aqueduct. All of you, try not to die.
Do that on a daily basis.
Oh, that sounds tedious.
Yeah, well, work with the grunty one here.
Yeah, you guys have the items, and they are equipped, so all your AC values are 1 higher, and all your saving throws will have +1 added to them. And Ozzy, your party leader, the sheriff is waiting for you by the gate. The sheep is wandering aimlessly around the courtyard, and Dr. Sedaris has already run inside of the building.
All right. Guess you guys think of anything we need to prepare with? Ready to go?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jeff says he's good.
All right. Gonna go talk to the sheriff then.
Okay. He's standing in front of the gates. There's a man on either side ready to pull them open. The streets have cleared, but you see that there is small figures running and darting around in the distance. And he can point down the road, and it goes along the edge of a bend. And he says, just out of our line of sight, on the far side of the road, is the access to the aqueduct. The door is not going to be locked, but there are things between us and them. Allow me to go first.
Feel free.
Should we maybe drop off the burlap sack full of thing first, or...?
It's more important that you get the nets to the front gate, or elsewise we won't be able to contain the population.
Alright.
We're going to have to start rounding them up as soon as possible. There's quite a lot of them.
Okay.
Elsewise, we won't be able to cure them, and all the people locked in their homes are going to be more at risk. Containment first, solution later.
All right.
1 and 2. Plans 1 and 2. Ready?
Ready.
Actually, before we go, are there any health potions around? This looks like a place that might carry something like that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He snaps his fingers, and one of the guards comes over, and he just takes them off that guy's belt and hands you each a health potion.
All right.
Alright.
Desperate times.
Apparently.
Please add 1 health potion to each of your inventories. Okay. Let's see.
Alright. 1 health potion added.
1 mysterious heavy bag.
And, yep.
All right, now we're ready to go.
Okay. He nods to the guards, and the iron gates fly open, and he takes off at a run.
And so do I.
Okay.
Following.
Okay. It's downhill, so he's doing that thing that you do where you kind of kick your feet out in front of you to run downhill. And in front of you, you see the opposition force approaching. There are 3 sheep and 2 rams out in the street. They're not looking at you, but one of them is looking at the sheriff. And it takes him out at the legs. He's down. The sheriff is down.
Off to a great start.
How close are we?
You're within 10 feet of the sheriff, and he just got taken out at the knees.
Was it
He's
a
prone.
bull or a sheep?
A ram.
Ram?
Mhm.
I'm going to put my hand on the ram's head and speak to him and say, "This isn't you. You need to stop. Come to your senses, my friend."
Speak with animals. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's pausing. and
I'm
your
gonna
hand is
ninja
on
kick
its
it
head.
while it's paused.
Nice, roll for it. You boot the sheep really hard. You feel a rib break in it underneath your foot. But this also alerts the other sheep to your presence, and they're all going to start running at you. I'd say you're about 40 feet away from the door. The sheriff's going to try and get up. Ergo Huto, Joradam, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna help the sheriff up.
I'm gonna
Jor?
use Sacred Flame on one of the charging sheep.
Yeah. Please roll for it.
20.
Oh my god. Yeah, it just explodes in a fireball.
Did
The
you guys
poor
miss the
little guy.
part where they said, we're gonna try and save the town, not murder them?
I wasn't trying to kill the goat. I just wanted it off the guy so we could keep going.
It
yeah, the one-
paused! It was
the
gonna
one that-
listen to me!
The one that you kicked is disabled. It's not
We
dead, but it's disabled. The
Ah.
one that burst into flame is on fire. The other two, oh,
And drink.
Combust spontaneously.
the other one was close to the exploding fiery sheep, and it is just now on fire, and just running around screaming around you. The
I'd love
other
to hear
one,
the sheep scream.
the other one tries to run, but it is now frightened by its friend catching fire. Thinks that fire is a definite threat right now, and just wanders away. The other ram has turned and is looking at you all. Ergo, you said you're helping up the sheriff?
Yeah.
Ozzy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna say shoo sheep. Ram. Go away.
Okay. To
The ram
The-
that's staring at us.
okay. That's gonna be diplomacy because you don't have animal handling.
The intimidation, closest thing I guess.
Yeah, you can use intimidation if you want to try and scare him away.
All right, I'm gonna growl at him. Grr.
Not bad. Let's see what he's got for stats. Not quite. Sorry.
Shit.
Because he's naturally or unnaturally come to this form, he is he's more bent on hurting you than he is scared of you. He's gonna charge you. He's running. You nimbly duck out of the way, bullfighter style. Jordan, you set a sheep on fire and killed it. The other one is just panicking and on fire because his wool's on fire and running around.
I'm gonna go over and try to hit the one that charged Ozzy with my quarterstaff.
Okay, it's close enough that you can do that.
It's also disabled. I don't.
No. There's a second one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. My bad.
two goats, two rams, 3 sheep.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh!
That's a one.
And if you're playing along in the drinking game, that's your second shot.
Please
Jesus.
roll severity.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh God. Yeah, it went past Ozzy Armis, but because he ducked out of the way, he didn't see that you were standing right behind him. So the ram takes you out instead, and you get knocked all the way the hell over, and you feel something break in your leg. Something cracked in your leg. You're not sure what, because you're just down, and now you're in pain. Let's see. You take 2 points of damage because you're still a badass. And
Possibly a little bit still drunk.
possibly a little still drunk and down on the ground again. Yeah, last episode, by the way, sorry, meta break. Last episode, you guys spent 10 minutes trying to get him to stand up.
Yeah.
The sheep that is on fire is going to try to stop, drop, and roll. Successfully! Hey!
Hey, how did a sheep learn how to stop, drop, and roll?
Some
'Cause it used to
semblance
be
of
a
humanity.
person.
It's a smart sheep.
Yeah. Semblance of humanity.
Yeah.
The one that was panicked and running away is composed itself, but is not attacking yet. And that ram's going to get a bonus action because it just took out Jor. And now it's headbutting him on the ground. For 4 points of damage.
Fuck.
You just took ram's horn to the tum. That's going to suck a little bit. Okay, we'll go to Ergo Huto.
I'm gonna call out to the ram and say, "Stop, brother! Come to your senses!" Oh yeah.
Wow!
Oh yeah. Fucking
That's
nailed it.
Wow. Okay. you reach into its soul, and it's so distraught now. It looks down at how it's hurt Joradam, and it's just at war with itself. Like, oh God, I did this. And it's sorry, and it lays down next to Joradam. Jor, you're now spooning a polymorphed sheep.
Can I tell it where to go?
You can try.
Will it listen?
I
wait.
used cure wounds and try to fix my leg.
It won't heal bone, but it'll make you feel better.
All right,
Is it cure wounds or cure light wounds?
cure wounds.
It's cure wounds.
Oh. In that case, yeah, if you do this and at the end of the battle splint it or something, then you'll be alright. It's just not going to be 100%.
Alright.
Ozzy Armus.
Did Ergo succeed in helping the sheriff to his feet?
Yes, the sheriff is now standing.
All right. I'm gonna try to help Jor up.
Okay.
Anybody
That's
watching
gonna-
might want to take a 10-minute break now.
Yeah, we'll go to the sheriff, who says, "Run! Run!" And he's ushering you guys along. Ozzy, you're helping up Jor. Ergo, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for Jor to get up. And I'm going to speak to the speak to the sheep and tell him to passively walk to the where we just came from. Not like charging, but like he means
Like
no
get-
harm because he's
Go get in line. Okay.
Go get in line for your cure, Mr. Ram.
Yeah, he's just gonna acquiesce and just shuffle up.
Okay.
The sheep that was not on fire and changed its mind or collected itself is following the ram instead, and the one that was on fire looks sad and just walks away.
All right.
Yeah,
Encounter handled.
you get Jor to his feet. He's up.
All right.
I won't even make you roll for it. It's up.
Gonna head off. Follow the sheriff then.
Okay. You all run to the entrance, and he opens the door and says, "Go. I can't follow you from here."
Why not?
Okay.
He shows you his hand. He was bit.
Ah, crap. I'm gonna pull out my bow and my arrow and back away slowly.
Go. I'm not going to bite you. Just get out of here before I turn. Lock the door on the other side behind you.
All right, I'll lock the door.
It'll be really inconvenient to unlock it later, but it's worth it. It's kind of a crisis situation. I mean, it is, right? That's okay? We can, I'm sure that's okay. I didn't
Don't
ask
count
anybody.
something. We're going in.
Okay. He just turns around. And he's just looking out into the street. You enter the aqueduct.
What an idiot.
Go count some sheep.
Water
There you
is
go.
flowing into this room through a large open archway that is got a long highway attached to it, but it's a highway for water. It's got a maintenance catwalk along one side, and in the room that you're in is got a large pool in the center, and the water is cascading down into it. So you're in a room, and out in the distance through the archway is the direction to the mill in the distance that you can see. The big windmill-y thing turning in the distance.
All right. Guess we're gonna head that way then.
Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You didn't do anything to the door, just FYI.
I said I locked it.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, you placed a bar barricade in the way.
All right.
One of those pieces
Good
of wood.
enough. Yep.
Okay. You guys are still following Ozzy?
Yep.
Cool. You follow along the edge of the pathway. It's kind of like a bridge all the way across. And you're walking along the catwalk, and you can see in the distance that the sun is starting to set. So the water's top is kind of reflective and all crazy and casting shadows. You want to just walk all the way there?
Yeah.
I think we should make a camp somewhere and rest, because we haven't done that in a while.
You want to make camp on the catwalk?
Sure. Nobody's gonna sneak up on us up here.
It's not like the town is waiting for you or anything. You can do whatever you want.
Up to the other two. Like, let's say a short rest, maybe 4 hours.
I'm wondering what it is you need that you want to...
Alright, let's go. Fine, let's go.
Okay, everyone give me a dexterity reflex save.
God damn it.
Oh,
See, we
fuck.
should have camped.
God damn it.
I'm nimble as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not much better off. Oh, okay, now I see what yours was.
Wait, what was yours? I only see Jason
3?
and yours. What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
3, 14, and 8.
Oh, my leg
Okay.
is broken.
Ergo, your elven senses tell you that something is amiss, and you jump up, just straight up into the air, as a tail comes out of the water and swipes the catwalk. Other two, you fall into the water.
That's where that asshole went as I'm falling into the water.
Yeah, you both land into the water. Ergo, you land flat-footed. You're good. You saw the tail of the creature that you had fought in the sewer tunnels below. Or the aqueduct tunnels below.
Is there any? Do I see anything with him there? Like, is he still at the surface, or did he? go
Well,
underneath?
the surface of the water was kind of shimmery, so you're going to take a disadvantage to it, but you have a general idea about where he is.
All right, I'm gonna fire an arrow.
Give it a whirl.
Too big to miss.
Doesn't
damn.
work.
Alright.
Nope, sorry. That's gonna go to Ozzy. Ozzy, you're a splish and splash. Oh wait, no, who was worse? Yeah, no, Ozzy, you're in the water.
Is there am I near a side that I can swim up to?
Yeah, there's only one side. There's just the catwalk and then the rest of it. So
Okay.
but you're away from the edge, so you'd have to swim up to it and then climb over it.
Oh, that sounds horrible. I'm just gonna draw both my weapons and dive in looking for it.
Nice. Get in there. Okay, you can do that. You see a shape moving in front of you.
I'm gonna stab at it.
Stab away.
Watch it be Zach.
You
Or sorry,
you
watch
had
it be Jor.
you had just fallen, so you haven't quite gotten yourself yet. So you're just swiping in empty water right now. Ergo, you see him splashing underwater. You don't know if he's drowning or attacking him. Joradam, you are also in the water.
I'm gonna try to get out of the water.
Okay, you swim to the edge, but it's going to be a strength check to pull yourself out.
Dead.
Nope, you're all wet, and the water current is moving towards where you guys just came from, so you're starting to flow along with the current. We'll go to the giant angry snake, who's going to bite at Ergo Huto. Sorry, Ergo. You take 7 points of damage as he gets you. Sucks. Trust me, it sucks.
Whoa.
We'll go to your turn next.
All right. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Excellent. You heal yourself. Cure Wounds is a minor, yeah?
No.
Oh no, it's a spell. Right.
spell.
Okay, you still have the option to move. Your cohort, Joradam, is starting to flow down the river. And
I don't
you
have
see Ozzy.
I don't have another like actual action. I can only move.
You could do something small. You could shout, say something intimidating.
Throw a rope into the water.
To fish a rope out of your bag and throw it, you couldn't do, but you can
Alright.
get the rope ready.
I'll move like I'll move along the way that that Jorah is being pushed in the water.
Okay. Do you pull
alongside.
the rope out?
Yeah, but I won't throw it yet because can't.
Okay. Cool. Okay, we'll go to Ozzy.
Can I do a bonus? Can I look for the snake? I guess.
Perception. Yes.
Yes.
Try to hone in on your target.
Perception. There it is.
Nice. Yes. You get a clearer view of your enemy because he had to strike out to get at Jason, so his body is elongated and in front of you.
Oh, so I can attack it then.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna slash with my rapier.
I'll give you advantage because you rolled good on perception.
Okay, so if I'm doing just one, hold on. Oh Jesus! Thank God I have advantage.
Elsewise, you'd have been screwed.
Yeah.
Yes. What's his AC value? Giant poisonous snake. Yeah. No, you hit him. Roll for your damage.
Whopping 5.
Good job.
I thought you were attacking
Joradam.
with both weapons.
He slashed with his rapier. He said.
Oh, okay. Only the one then.
Joradam, you're swimming.
I'm gonna try to get out of the water again.
Okay. Strength check, please.
13.
13. Okay, you're up on the edge and pulling yourself up. Ergo Huto, he's pulling himself up in front of you. Do you want to try to help?
Yeah. I'll tuck
Okay.
the rope back in and help him up.
Okay. You can do that as your partial action while Ozzy, the snake, turns around. Oop. Is that just a 5? Oh, okay, he misses you. He's still there's blood in the water now, and he can't see you very clearly. So his weirdo snaky shape slithers past you and darts at you, but does not hit you. We will go to the rest of Ergo Huto's turn. You pulled up your ally.
Awesome. Fire an arrow.
Okay. Nice. You saw where the shape was in the water, and you managed to strike him. Roll your damage.
7.
Very nice. Yeah, you see it lodge in the snake as it slithers under the water. Joradam, you are now fully out of the water and soaking wet again.
All right.
Your turn.
I'll use guidance on Ergo.
Okay. Guided arrow, you said?
Guidance.
Oh. Cool.
So
What does that do?
He gets a D4 roll added to his next ability check.
Nice. Okay, cool. Does that work for Ozzy and for Ergo?
Just for Ergo.
Okay. Ozzy, it is your turn.
I will slash with both of my swords at
Sorry.
the snake.
I just accidentally clicked that.
It's all right. Yeah. Nope. You don't have advantage on it because the snake went past you and he spun you around a little bit. So you did that thing where you overshot and your arms hit him and just bounce off of him. And he's going to not be happy about that. Oh, but because you're so close to him, he can't get you. Nice. We'll go to Ergo.
Fire an arrow.
Fire again.
That's a 20.
Woo! That is a 20. Plus you have +4 to it?
No, that's with modifiers.
Oh, right.
Because it was a 12 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2.
Gotcha. Okay, then, yeah, roll for your damage.
8.
Nice. You landed a very good blow, and you can see that there's a lot more blood spilling around in the water. Ozzy, your vision is impaired. We'll go to Joradam.
I'll use guidance again on Ergo. I can't really see him, so I can't use fire.
Okay. He uses guidance. We will go to Ozzy Armas underwater, fighting a snake.
I'm gonna surface and start looking for a ledge I can climb up.
Okay. You can surface. You're close enough to the edge that you can try to pull yourself up, but because you've been underwater for so long that you figure the current's going to try and sweep you away a little bit, and you're pretty short on breath. So you're going to take a penalty to your strength check.
Okay. I'll try to climb up then.
Nope. You're too out of breath. You can't pull yourself, but you are leaning on the edge. Ergo Huto.
Fire another arrow.
Fire another arrow. Damn, very nice. You're getting a knack for shooting things in the water. There are now 4 arrows sticking out of the underwater snake, and he's all bloody and messed up. And He surfaces for a moment, and it looks like he's going to try to make a break for it. He's swimming along the canal towards the mill, the opposite way away from you. Joradam.
How far away is he from me?
I'd say about 25 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna use invoke duplicity in front of him, which creates an illusion of myself.
Nice. You can just cast that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Heck yeah. Okay, that makes him sheer up and rear back, and he's going to attack the illusion, which doesn't matter unless he rolls a 1, which he doesn't. And now he's afraid, so he's stopped on spot. Ozzy Armus, you are still leaning on the edge of the water.
I'm gonna try to pull myself up again.
Okay, strength check, please. Nope. You slip and lose your hold, and you're now floating backwards, away from the enemy. Joradam. Or sorry, no, Ergo Huto.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, you have successfully cast Hunter's Mark. Joradam.
I'll
hold
use
on.
Sacred Flame.
That counts as a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cast time 1 bonus action. Oh, yes. Sorry, Jor.
So I'm still gonna attack. Haha!
Attack away.
Alright.
Critical fail. Please roll severity. You get distracted by your ally splashing around in the water, slip on the wet cobble, and fall into the water next to him. You miss your shot. It goes way wide. Joradam, both your allies are in the creek.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the snake on the other side of the water.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20. Holy crap. As it reared back to attack your illusion, you hit it in the back of the head with your Sacred Flame, and it cut open the back of the head, and the whole thing just goes splat, and you see guts spray over the pathway, and it falls dead into the creek.
Hooray!
You see the form start to coalesce back into a humanoid form as it's floating towards your allies, who are also floating backwards towards the aqueduct. We'll go back to Ozzy.
I'm gonna try again to get up on the catwalk.
Okay. That time you do it. You pull yourself up gracefully. I'll go to Ergo Huto.
I'm gonna climb up.
Okay.
Or not.
You're gonna try. You're on the edge. You're holding on.
Okay.
Joradam, you just watch that guy explode, and now his body's floating on the top. He is now fully a regular person, just a naked dude with some jewelry on, floating face down with the back of his head all exploded.
I'm gonna go try to grab the body.
Grab the body? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dead guy.
How are you gonna do that?
I don't know. Let's try
Okay.
to grab him.
Try to grab. You use your stick and you kind of pulled him to the edge, and then you, with both hands, just pulled him up over onto the edge, while your ally is sitting close to you,
Floundering.
floundering to try to get up.
Thanks for the help, Jor.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll go to Ergo. Ergo, you're trying to get up still?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, you are. You're still trying to get up. Ozzy, you are up and are soaking wet.
I'm gonna help Ergo up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give you advantage, Ozzy, on your next roll. Or sorry, Ozzy, if you want to roll to try to pick him up, you can do that. Or, Ergo, you can get advantage on your next roll.
I'll let him have advantage.
Go ahead and roll
Alright.
again.
All right.
That time, you do it.
We did it!
with ease.
Water is our
Jordan.
weakness.
Jor, you are looking down at the corpse of a really hairy man, and he's face down with his head exploded. His right hand has 2 rings on it. They're both made of wood.
I'll take the rings.
Okay. You take the rings. Please add 2 wooden rings to your inventory. That's all you know about them.
All right.
Okay, so we'll pick back up with Ozzy Armis, party leader. What are you doing?
You guys ready to head on? I think
Yeah.
that might be the most difficult part of this journey.
You don't want to camp?
Yeah, I
don't
actually
want
really,
that, yeah.
I really want to camp. I'm out of spells.
Oh,
I can go for a nap.
Yeah.
Ozzy?
I'm not the dictator. You
Okay,
guys. are
while
freaking
he's
out.
deciding, I'm just going to enter a trance.
and I'm gonna go on recon.
Okay. Jor?
I'm gonna lay down by Ergo.
Okay.
You know I'm not laying there, right? I'm just standing there like this.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Okay,
I'm just-
take a moment to appreciate.
I'm just
this,
like, hey guys, we should camp.
yeah, you sit down at the edge and just kind of fold your legs up and start to zonk out. And Joradam lays down next to the naked guy and starts to go to sleep.
Is he cuddling?
That's up to him.
Jor, are you cuddling the dead body?
no, other way.
Oh, okay. Oh!
Look what-
he's the little spoon.
Oh,
Ozzy, you said you're doing recon?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
you're
go
following-
on ahead.
You're following along down the edge of the viaduct, or the aqueduct. Sorry, not a highway. And at the end, you can see that it comes from the mill itself, and water is flowing out of the mill and across the aqueduct. But there's also a ladder system that allows you to get down off of the edge of it at one point before you get to the mill. Do you continue on?
Yeah.
Okay. You climb down the ladder and find yourself at the edge of between the. To your left slopes up and towards the mill, and to your right, away from you in the distance, is the city wall, and across from it is the lake. And there's a path that you can see in the distance that leads towards where there's a little hut on the edge of the lake. And it's sunset now, so it's starting to get a little bit dim.
So there's a path to through the wall to the hut that's on the lake.
Yeah.
The hut's past the wall. Okay.
You can see there's a path from the mill to your left that goes switchbacks a little bit down this big hill towards the lake, and then from that little hut there, you can see that it continues on and goes to the front city gate. And the front
Okay.
city gate is where you went through before to get to the rest of the stuff, like the Hunter's Lodge and stuff.
All right. I'm going to start sneaking toward the mill.
Okay. You hear loud clockwork-ish machinery ticking as the large windmill above you rotates, looming. It's quite large. I'd say if, I guess, 6 stories. It's quite tall. There's an obvious entranceway, but the torches outside are not lit.
And there's a door, I'm guessing. Not
Mhm.
just an open. All right. I'm
Yeah,
going to
so
try the
it's-
door.
It's a jar. And yes, it can be both a door and a jar.
He knew I was going to say something.
There's no light inside.
Doesn't bother me. I'm going to
Yeah.
go on in.
Okay. You see that it doesn't appear to be anyone. It's a large square room with some barrels lining one of the walls. There are 3 doors, one in each wall, and the machinery is much louder inside of here. There's nobody that you see. Looks like everyone's gone home for the day.
How much time has passed? Like 5 minutes?
No, about half an hour. You had to walk down
Okay.
the aqueduct and then get to the mill.
Okay. I'm gonna try the door straight across from the entrance.
Okay. You enter a room with a bunch of machinery. It seems to be coming down from the ceiling into a large grinding stone in the center where people would put stuff on to have ground into powder. There are big kegs of flour, like big, sitting against the wall, and some of it across the floor. Give me a perception roll. Okay. With your dark vision, you're able to see that there are footprints in the flour, like this is a common path, except one of the footprints is a bear.
Alright. I'm gonna go back and try the door that's now on my left.
Okay. This appears to be a lunchroom with a bunch of tables and chairs set up, and in the corner, there's an archway, like access to a kitchen, and you can hear over top of the clockwork sound, the sound of breaking plates.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go back again and try the other door across from me.
Okay, across from you is a large room. It's like a hallway that stretches away from you, and inside are kegs stacked all the way up to the ceiling on either side. On some of them are on skids with a cool mechanical pallet jack thing there, and it just seems to be a factory storehouse. There's one long hallway that leads away from you out of your line of sight.
Alright, I've done enough scouting. I'm gonna head back.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You are the wind. You creep the fuck out of there. Yeah, nothing would have hurt you. Okay, you're outside of the mill.
Alright, I'm gonna head on back to where my companions are resting.
Okay. You head back up the ladder and along the edge of the aqueduct unmolested. You regain your party, who are just chilling. Joradam is being spooned by a dead man, and Ergo Huto is meditating, wonk-eyed. Meditates with his eyes open.
Well, while they're before their meditation, whatever ends, I'm gonna check out, see what's in the bag that the lady gave me.
You open the bag, and inside is a helm with some jewels on it. It looks too small for your head,
Damn it. All right.
but you're not sure. You've only just held it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to jam it on my head. I'm just gonna put it back in the bag.
As you do that, it resizes to you.
All right, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. Please roll a d20 for me.
Oh, jeez. Oh God.
Okay. I'd like for you to recount the last few days that you've had. Right? In the game?
Alright.
About where you've been and all that kind of stuff. And name one of the places, the first one that comes to your mind.
The forest where we fought the goblins.
Cool. Okay, now roll another d20. Your body begins to vibrate violently. It shakes the sword out of your hand, but the other one that's still in your scabbard is okay, so you drop your rapier. You vibrate, your back arches, and your line of sight goes blurry, and you are suddenly in the forest.
Oh boy. Fantastic.
It's much darker in the forest because it was already sunset, so you don't have the ambient light, and the forest is dark, and all you hear are animal noises.
I'm gonna take the helmet back off
You can do that.
and then put it back on.
Oh no.
You better hope you roll 20s.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Please give me a D20 roll.
All right.
Oh.
Off to a good start.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Oh man. Okay. You shake violently. Your back arches, and you reappear inside of the sheriff's office. The door is open, and in the background you hear screaming. There's no one there.
Well, I think you know what I'm gonna do next.
I should say that there is money all over the counter.
I don't have time for money.
It was the money that he was counting up before he fled very quickly.
Yeah. Got time to go hunting. Don't have time to grab money.
Okay. What are you doing from here?
I'm whipping the helmet off again and putting it back on. I'm getting some idea of how this works.
Okay, put it back on.
Yep.
And please give me a D20 roll. Nice. You feel like you're getting the hang of it. Your back arches, you vibrate violently, and you reappear next to the canal, besides your allies.
All right, I'm leaving it on.
Okay. You get +1 to your AC value.
Yes.
And I must say, look quite stylish.
Thank you.
During this whole ordeal, you have... it's been about an hour now. You've had a
Three more to
very adventurous couple hours. Do you want to just take a breather and fast travel to the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll pick back up with Ergo Huto. You open your eyes and can see a crowned Ozzy Armas, the light reflecting off of a jeweled helm in the fading light of the very twilight of the evening. It's about to be pitch black. Not pitch black, but nighttime, you know.
I'm gonna look directly at him and go, "So, where'd you go?"
Scouting. I scouted the windmill. There's a bear in there,
Just the windmill?
I think. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
scouted the windmill.
Jor, you're still sleeping. They didn't wake you up.
So we should probably leave that bear. You know, 'cause animal. But,
What if it's an evil bear? I didn't see if it was a bear. Just assume there was a bear because there were bear prints and breaking plates.
oh. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Maybe we should just get the nets and, you know, come on back.
I'll recount to him my trip to the windmill, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, he tells you about his trip to the windmill and what he saw, and then leaves out how he returned here.
All right. So let's go get the nets.
All
Okay.
right.
Your ally is still sleeping with the dead man.
I'm gonna cup my hands together like that, grab some water, and splash it on Jor's face.
Jor, you will never be dry again. You wake up. Between you is water falling on your face and the smell of blood in the air as you're laying on the ground. He's awake.
All right.
Oh.
Let's go.
Okay, Ozzy?
All right. I'll guide them out to the windmill.
Okay. You guide them along the aqueduct, down the ladder, and to the edge of the mill. Before you lays a path that winds down the hill towards the lake. It also forks off, goes to the left-hand side to a walled-off section that others people have referenced as the quarry. Ozzy, lead the way.
All right. I'll be honest. I forgot where the nets were supposed to be.
I was trying to think of that too. I was like, is it by the lake? I think it's by the lake.
I've been seizuring.
The lake is to your right. The quarry is to your left.
Alright, I'm gonna start heading towards the lake, but I'm gonna kind of do it stealthily. You know, nimbly, jumping from tree to tree.
Okay, there's no trees. It's all grass.
Alright, well, stealthily walking through the grass then.
But you can walk. You can roll for stealth.
Alright. Alright.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
You feel pretty comfy in the dark. Ozzy and Jor.
I will take Jor's hand and try to guide him in the way that Ergo's heading.
Okay. He's cutting through the field of the grass. So please roll to aid your non-night vision compadre through the dark.
I don't need a bonus to that, do I?
It's slow going. He's just stumbling a lot. It's not perfectly level ground, and you're trying to keep up to an elf who is already light-footed, stealthing through the grass, and it's tough. It's tough. Let's do a dex save for Joradam of navigating a rocky hill through the night.
Oh shit.
Oh, nailed it. Very nice. Okay, you can do so. You get to the edge of the lake. There's a small cabin on the edge with a dock and a little boat. Outside is an old man leaning against a wagon with 2 horses on it. It's stacked high with black mound, and he's just sitting there having a smoke. Ozzy? Actually, Ergo, you were leading the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna just step out from wherever I'm hidden from and be like, hey, we're supposed to come and get these nets for the town.
He looks you up and down and goes, took you frickin' long enough. He's lighting his pipe and walking away. He untethers the horses and throws the rope over their back and then just walks into his house and closes the door. The area is lit by torchlight.
But he untethered the horses?
Yeah, they were tied to a post. They are no longer
okay,
tied to a post.
I'll
He just
take
un-
yeah. I'll take
They're
the reins of the horse and take him to the wagon.
Okay. You hitch him up.
Yep.
Cool. You now have a powered wagon with 2 horses attached to it.
I'm gonna
There's a
hop on.
place for you. Yep, there's a place for you to sit. You guys approach the wagon, Ozzy and Jor. Anything else you want to do before you get on?
Nope. Gonna hop on the wagon.
Okay. You are all sitting on a wagon. The horses aren't moving.
I'm gonna speak to the horses and tell them, take us to the city.
Please roll animal handling. The horses start moving along.
See what you can do to animals when you don't kill them?
It,
Eh.
they follow you to the front gate where you can see there are many paladins stashed outside. They're all lit by torchlight. They're going over maps, and one guy in particular seems to be shouting and pointing and organizing things. And he sees the wagon approaching and waves you over to him. So the wagon follows up to that location, and he said, "About time. Been waiting for hours."
Anyone order some nets?
That would be us. We are in desperate need of them. He just untethers the horses and he starts leading one of the horses away, and some of the other paladins are already just starting to unpile the nets off the top of it. They are ignoring you now.
Alright,
All right.
another nets.
One of the other guys comes up and says, "Is there anything we can help you with?" He's like a young, fresh-faced guy, super he's like a little a baby paladin. He's not quite all the way there yet. He seems super stoked and eager to help everybody. Can I help you guys?
With my staff.
Please roll to diplomatically poke him.
Diplomatic poking.
You startle him. It hits his cheek, and he's put off. Ozzy, ergo?
Ignore our companion. He's not used to speaking with civilized people. Come to think of it, neither are
None
we.
of us are.
All is well. All is well and forgiven. You've done much to help us, kind sirs. He's trying to speak nobly, but failing.
So, where's this lady that we have to deliver this bag to?
I'm sorry, what lady?
Apothecary.
Ah, there you go.
The apothecary.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. You go through the main gates, past the courtyard, and it's just up the road.
Are we at the main gates?
Yes, you are, but they're locked.
All right. But we can get out. They'll let us out.
No.
Maybe we should just travel back the way we came. Up the...
He turns around and goes, "Boss!" And a guy runs over going, "Don't call me that." And looks at you guys and say, "What do you need?"
We need to get out the main gates.
What? Why?
Visit
Chaos in
the apothecary.
Oh,
So we can save this town.
that's a good plan. We're going to send in a preliminary party to check and see what the lay of the land is and if we can start to maneuver men into the town to start, for better words, sheep wrangling. Give us a moment. And he calls over some guys and he hands out some nets and asks if you guys want any nets.
No, they'll just weigh me down.
I'm okay. I've got my words.
Okay.
Jor has his fire.
They
Apparently.
they guide you over to a doorway next to the main gate and says, "Through here." And they lead you through a tunnel that is leading you through the thickness of the wall, which is actually a lot thicker than you thought, and out onto the other side, where it's down a narrow staircase, and you are now standing on the edge of the stony courtyard. The torches are still burning, and you can see there are sheep and rams wandering aimlessly across it.
Where to, Ozzy?
I guess we make for the apothecary.
Okay. You can see the entrance to the main road across this courtyard. The courtyard itself is actually quite well lit. How do you want to make your way?
I guess we'll just, we need the light.
Damn it, Jor, why can't you see in the dark?
We're gonna have to fend off sheep because our friend is blind in the dark.
It's got that
Alright,
night
yeah, we'll
blindness.
We're just gonna head straight out to the main road.
Give me perception before you start to move. Anyone, doesn't matter.
How about 23?
He can do it.
Okay, with your dark vision and the amount of light provided in the nighttime, you see that there are probably 24 sheep in the courtyard. And a scattering of rams amongst them. There's too many to count. You think that passively, that would be a bad move.
Alright. I'm gonna talk to the guys that went through with us and ask where they're headed.
We were just getting a situation report, because if we open the main gate, we don't want anybody to get loose. We're not really authorized to do anything beyond that point, but also, I'm quite susceptible to bribes. He just stares at you.
How's, how many guys are with them?
Use 4 of them. The other 3 just look at you because they start nodding like, yeah, no, I'll take money.
How's
You
a
look-
60 gold sound? Just go start yelling at the edge of the courtyard. get some sheep attention. You've got plenty of nets, right?
Yeah, and I got this hammer. He pulls out a hammer.
Hey, yeah, that's a hammer, all right.
Maybe refrain from using the hammer so much.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do to keep yourself alive and human.
But if you can, refrain from using the hammer.
I'll keep that in mind.
He's not going to refrain from using the hammer.
All right, so how about 60 gold for 10 minutes of drawing the sheep attention?
Yeah. Turns around and the guy says, 15 each, 15 each, 15 each. Cool. Yeah, we'll take that. Do you transfer him the money?
Oh, yeah. Hand him over the money.
Okay. He doesn't count it. He just handles it to one of the other guys and goes, "Let's go, boys." And they turn around and they scream, "For Jack Fall!" And they start swinging their hammers and clearing a path like bad men across the courtyard. All of the sheep have their attention and are flying as they cut a path or hammer a path across the courtyard.
Why do I even try?
Yeah, you're gonna be kind of upset about that. Pretty upset about that. So yeah, the courtyard is very distracted and cleared, and all of the sheep are heading over to one side. You feel like you have a clear avenue to the street.
All right, now's our time. Let's head out to that. Let's head out across there.
Okay. You hit to the main road and start following up. There are some sheep and rams up ahead. You're looking for the apothecary sign as you go up the road. Let's all roll stealth. Nailed it. Nice, Ozzy. Very nice, Yuto. Not so nice, Jor. The stealthy ones are able to stay out of line of sight, but everyone else, Jor is sticking to the light areas, so he's going to be a little bit more slow going. Did you guys want to try to help him?
I'm not great with stealth. I'd probably just get myself spotted.
Can I use an action?
Yeah.
I'll use Blessing of the Trickster on myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
Other than yourself.
Oh, it doesn't say other than myself? Fuck.
Yeah, who do you use it on?
I'll use it on Ozzy.
Ozzy?
Right.
You feel super stealthy right now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Jor, not so much.
I'll keep walking in the light. Don't worry about it.
Okay, on the distance, you can see a ram steps off the patio and has identified Jor Adam as a threat. We'll go to Ergo Huto. You saw it first.
I'm going to speak to him and tell him not to attack us. Say,
Okay.
don't attack us!
No.
It works. The sheep looks confused, or the ram looks confused and kind of just saunters off like, that guy just talked to me. Just and it shuffles away. You follow up the road and you see a cauldron symbol that is bubbling, which is the synonym for the apothecary, essentially. The door is bolted down. You can see that it's bolted from the outside and the windows are boarded up.
Shit.
There's a light on upstairs, though. We'll go with Ozzy.
Is there... Okay, so I can see a light. Does that mean there's a window that I can try to scale to?
I'm gonna step in front of Ozzy and knock on the door.
Yeah, inside you hear a thin, petite voice go, "Fuck off!"
It's
And
the nicest
I'm
place.
going to say back to the petite-sounding voice, we have a delivery for you.
"Fuck off! No shelter! No shelter! Go!"
I mean, we're kind of paid to do this, and we've already been paid, so if you don't open the door and take this, I'm going to have to burn your house down.
Please roll diplomacy.
Would that be persuasion?
Oh.
I don't have diplomacy, I only have, like, persuasion and whatnot, so I was like,
Oh,
fuck it.
persuasion. Sorry, persuasion.
Oh. Alright, there you go.
Hey! She goes, oh. And the window next to you slides open, and her head pokes out. She's eyeballing you.
Aye.
Yeah, you have to come through the window. Nobody thinks to check the window.
Alright.
Yeah, I clearly didn't think of checking the window.
I'm
Well,
gonna,
no,
like...
Sorry, I should say it was a patio, and then the window was above it. You would have had... There was nothing to scale up.
Oh, okay.
I would have come back to you. Do you guys just follow her through the window?
I'm gonna, like, stealthily step to the side and hang out outside, stealthily.
Hang out outside?
Yeah.
She's ushering you in.
Fine, I'll
I'm
go
gonna
in.
close
go in the
this.
window.
Alright, I'll go in.
I'm going in.
Yeah, you fall headfirst into what appears to be a living room. Ozzy?
We have a delivery for you to help make the town normal again. I'm gonna
Excellent.
take the helm off and give it to her.
Okay. Excellent.
Well, that's what that was.
She grabs it and puts it underneath her arm, and it shrinks to a smaller size. And she says, good. Okay. So from here, the easiest way to get up the road, there's a back alley across the street. So that's going to be your best bet, because I'm not coming with you. I'm going to use this to get myself safely to the monastery above. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave you all here to either die. You can stay boarded up in my house, but I would prefer if you didn't, because all of my stuff's here. No, wait. You can't stay here. This is my house. I don't want you staying here. You might go through my things. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had no intention of doing that.
sure you did.
While she's talking, I'm gonna start looking around at all the stuff on, the nearest desk or whatever, just kind of, pilfering through, and looking at things.
This isn't the shop front. This is actually her living room. So
Yeah,
there's
that's
animal
fine.
skulls all over the walls.
That's fine.
Yeah, animal skulls all over the walls and severed limbs inside of jars. There's an undead cat in the corner. It's just a skeleton, but it's like curled up and purring still.
So we need to meet you at the monastery.
Yes, that's going to be the best bet. There's an alleyway across the road that'll cut and save you some time. And it's going to be your best bet because it's getting pretty scary out there. Anyways, good luck. And she puts the helmet on, and you see her go,
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to.
wait. She looks at it, and she waves her hand over top of it and goes, no. Did you use this?
I was intrigued.
How many times did you use it?
3.
You can only
You can
use
come with
it
us.
3 times a day. Okay. If I die along the way, she pulls out her robe, open her robe and pulls out a little blue pouch and says, "They need this. So if I'm bit, we're going to give you this. And if they don't get this, everyone is screwed." Okay?
All right.
Good.
Don't give it to Jor. I'll take it.
Careful, he might use it.
Only if I get bit.
Okay. She's climbing through the window. She didn't grab anything else.
I'm gonna grab the cat and go after her.
Roll for that.
Roll for cat grabbing.
Yeah, it scratches you. Pretty bad.
Damn.
You don't get it.
Okay.
It scampers away from you into the house.
I'm just gonna follow her out the window.
Okay.
As I'm climbing out the window, I'm saying, "Nice, an undead cat. That's so cool."
You don't have to feed it. It's really, really nice.
Jeff, can you imagine?
Jor?
I'm gonna go out the window.
Okay. You've all climbed out of the window and are on the patio. She points across the street and kind of gives you the go slow hand signal. And she ducks and darts across the alleyway. But as you see that happen, across the street you hear screaming, and there's smoke pouring out of one of the houses. The door is open, and inside you see flames. The window above is open, and there's people in there.
How far away is that?
It's right next to the alleyway.
I'm gonna call out to the people in the window and say, "Are any of you bitten?"
No, we barricaded ourselves in the bedroom upstairs. There's something downstairs in the kitchen. You see that there are now the smoke pouring out of the main floor is starting to turn bright, and you see flames licking the inside of the window.
I'm gonna close the front door and yell, "Jump! I'll catch you."
And I'll throw some rope up in case they don't want to do that.
Okay, they're gonna try and catch your rope. Hey, they catch your rope.
Nice.
You see them disappear inside with it, and they're presumably tying it off. And out of the window, you see a lady take a child and say, "Okay, I need you all to help me out with this right now." How do you guys handle this? Okay, Joradam sits there shaking his head. Ozzy?
All right, I'm ready.
I'm gonna climb halfway up the rope and then kind of try and cradle the baby and slide down the rope.
Please roll for that.
Roll for baby cradling.
Wow. Yeah, you scale the rope with one hand because you're an elf, and then you hold the kid just by the butt and slide down the rope gracefully and let the kid go on the ground. And everyone's like, "Whoa, okay, cool, that's good." And the dad jumps out of the window and sprawls across and lands and breaks his leg. The mom is climbing down saying, "Dale!" She's now screaming and holding her husband. There are sheep coming up the road.
I'm gonna
The flock
heal Dale.
Nice. Okay, he can stand up, but he's limping.
Good enough.
The lady from the apothecary is like, "Get the fuck over here. We need to leave. Now." And the lady's like, "You can't leave us. We have to come with you." Ozzy?
Shit. Oh, come on.
I got something. Come on.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna tell the previously rescued family. If you just go down over there, there's a house over there. It's apothecary. Climb in through the window, barricade it. Be careful of the undead cat. We're leaving.
You can hear the lady go, "Motherfucker." She says, "Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. Come find us after this is all over."
All right.
And she leads her husband and her kid across the street to the apothecary and is breaking into the apothecary.
Did they at least go in the window, like I said?
Yeah, they're climbing
Okay,
through the window.
Good.
The lady grabs you and is hauling you into the alleyway.
All right.
And as you disappear up the alleyway, we will stop there for the night.
God damn it. It's like every time I get right into it, and then it's all of a sudden like, "Yeah, we're stopping." And I'm like, "Fuck!"
We're done.
Nah, you guys did good today. Killed the boss, you screwed up a quest, it was good.
Was it the same boss, or can you not tell us that? Was he previously injured when we got there? All right.
You'd have to roll history in order to determine. You actually, at any point, you could have been meddling on, musing that thought in your head. So roll history now, and you can find out. Yeah, you're not sure, because It's like, you know, what one bear looks like compared to another bear, but except it's a giant poisonous snake. So you're like, well, how different do they really look? So you have no idea.
Right.
So good episode, guys.
Oh yeah.
Very well done. Any
We did
comments or
stuff.
questions?
I had fun.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I broke my leg.
Derek, I added you to Skype. Add
Oh.
me sometime. There's a couple things I want to ask you.
Excellent. I will do that.
All right.
Cool.
Anybody got
Good
any
episode,
shout outs
guys.
before we call it?
Shout out to Saivan. Thank you for the hospitality on the weekend. I hung out on his patio this weekend. Cheers. And shout out to you guys, because this is a really fun D&D group.
Yeah.
about
Jor
you
makes
guys?
it worth it. Anybody else?
That was a good episode. A lot of fun.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Trevor, Steven, Bob, Brian, Jess. Because Derek didn't shout you out, I will.
Oh,
So,
yeah, shout out to Jess.
No, Bob and Brian.
Oh yeah, now you're gonna get credit for it because she's gonna hear you before the stream delay. God, fucking
knows
kiss
she's
ass over here.
I know.
Anyways, yeah. So without further ado, we are done. See you guys next week. Remember, work on your art for what you think Jeff is or isn't. Doesn't have to be good. Just yeah, we'll pick a winner and you'll be part of the story somehow. We'll figure that out. I think it's you get to name a villain or something.
Yep, you will get to
An
name
NPC.
a villain.
Okay, cool. Well then, with that, we will see you next week. Later.
Bye.